everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ann Scarberry. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some simple fall themed DIYs that you can do to make up and keep for yourself, or wrap them up and give away as a hostess gift. I know with the holidays coming up, we have quite a bit of parties and dinners that we'll be attending, and it's just nice to have something on hand that's already made up. It's not very expensive to put together, and you might have these things already on hand. So let's get into it. A few videos back, you may remember I bought this tablecloth at Home Goods, and I cut out a couple of panels and made some pillows for my dining room. Well, I have quite a bit of fabric left over, and I wanted to bring that fabric into the kitchen. I wanted to make a kitchen towel, so I just cut out a panel and I ironed over the sides to hem it nice and clean. Then I cut out a little strip of the trim that had that gray color at the bottom. I cut out a little strip, and I wanted to put a little tag on the corner so you could hang the towel up as it was drying. Before I sewed up the hem, I wanted to put this strip of fabric on the diagonal. I put it underneath the hem and pinned it in place before I sewed it up. Gave it a nice clean finish. I just love how this towel turned out. I think it's so pretty, and it's perfect for just a decorative towel hanging over an appliance handle, or the perfect weight for bread that's rising. It's a nice light cover. I am just loving this fabric so much. I wanted to add a coordinating hot pad to the kitchen, so I just cut out 2 squares of fabric and 2 squares of quilter's batting. Before I sewed all the pieces together, I wanted to add this little ruffle at the bottom edge of the hot pad. I cut out a length of trim off the bottom of that tablecloth, and then I sewed a gathering stitch along the top edge of the trim. I pulled it all together and attached it to the top piece of the hot pad. I attached all the pieces together, leaving a small opening at the bottom, and then I trimmed all the 4 corners just to get the bulk of the fabric out of there, so we have a nice sharp corner when we turn it right side out. After I give it all a nice press, I'm going to go back to the machine and stitch that opening closed. Now here's our finished little hot pad. I'm going to add a little eyelet to the corner just so you have an option to hang it up if you'd like. To attach the eyelet, it's very simple. Just grab the tall piece and a short piece, and then poke a hole through the place where you want your eyelet to be. Push the tall piece through the top side of your fabric. Then place the short piece on the back side of your fabric. Your package should include an anvil that is the correct size to pound these together. This package did not have one, but I did have this in my drawer, so I'm just using this one. Place it on the back side of the eyelet, pound it in with a hammer, and it should attach nice and secure. I couldn't stop there. I had to make an oven mitt. So I just used the oven mitt that I already had, and I sketched out the design on 2 pieces of fabric, 2 pieces of batting, and 2 pieces of fabric for the inside. I sandwiched it all together and I stitched around the line. Then I cut it out because it's so much easier that way. Once I cut out the oven mitt and I cut around the corners, making little slits on all of the curves, I turn it right side out and I realized that part of the fabric missed when I was sewing it all together. Right there you can see it. So I turned it back inside out and stitched around there, just grabbing all of the fabric, making sure all of the layers are attached. I turn it right side out, flatten it, iron it, and then I stitch up the bottom part and my oven mitt is done. I think the hardest part of this project is deciding whether I should keep this or give it away. If you're gonna give it away, I think a little jar of pumpkin pie spice would be perfect. You can make your own with 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of ginger, 2 teaspoons of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of allspice, 1 teaspoon of cloves. Whisk it all together and place it in an airtight jar. I added a little fall business card that I made a while back and attached it with a little ribbon. If you've decided to give this away and the person you're giving it to is not much of a baker, maybe they love coffee, so give them a little homemade coffee creamer. It starts out with 1.5 cups of half and half and 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. I ripped the tag off of the Aldi's half and half container to show you how cute this jar is. You could give this away in this cute little plastic jar with a little ribbon around it. You don't have to buy anything to put it in. Add 1 cup of brown sugar, give it a good whisk. Then add 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 1 teaspoon of almond extract. Now I added obviously a little bit more of the almond. To me, that is what gives this a sugar cookie flavor. I guess I should have said that. This is a sugar cookie coffee creamer. It could be brown sugar cookie. I love naming my own recipes something cozy and fun. So maybe we should come up with a cuter name. If you have any ideas that would be cute, let me know. Now I'm just gonna pour the creamer in this little jar from Amazon. I love the shape of this jar. It looks like a vintage milk glass, the kind that you would have delivered to your house. If you don't want to buy a jar, that little plastic container that the half and half came in is darling. Also, those little glass jars that the Starbucks lattes come in by the checkout, you know what I'm talking about? Those little glass Starbucks drinks. Those are perfect milk jars, little glass milk jars. Obviously it needed a bow, so I got this ribbon from Hobby Lobby and I chose this orangey color. It looks a little like pumpkin pie to me. Once you've made your own coffee creamer, it is hard to go back to the artificial ingredients that are in the coffee creamers on the shelf. You just start to taste that chemical flavor, that fake flavoring. There's nothing wrong with brown sugar and vanilla. That is so good to me. And you're wanting to taste coffee anyway, right? Most people are, so I hope you enjoy this coffee creamer recipe. The possibilities are endless. You can customize this to your milk that you prefer, the sugar, the sweeteners that you prefer. It works with anything. The next idea that I have for a little Hostess gift is a simmer pot kit. This is not original to me at all. I saw this on Pinterest one time and they said how to make your home smell like Williams-Sonoma. And this actually does. This is citrus, it's rosemary and cinnamon, and you put it in a pot of water and let her go, and man, it smells so good. It's not too strong if you're sensitive to candles and room fresheners. This is just enough. It's so good. Once I got this pot going yesterday, I just kept adding water to it over and over again. And oh my goodness, the house smelled amazing. If you live in a climate where it gets dry and cold in the winter, this is a great thing to keep on your stove to help with the dry air and the dry skin. Just kind of keeps a little bit of steam in the air, and it smells so good. I did not show how to make those apple cider puffins in that package right there. They are easy to make. I'll put the recipe in the description. They are absolutely delicious and they look beautiful packaged up. Make sure you check out the description for all of the recipes that I shared in this video, and also any links that I mentioned in the video. You can link to get these little jars or anything that was in the video that is linkable. I will link it for you. I'm gonna sit down and enjoy this fresh cup of coffee in my homemade creamer. I'm gonna froth it up and heat it up. Then I'm gonna finish up this video and plan on my next one. Thank you so much for watching, commenting, and subscribing. I will see you all soon.